Today we'll be making pesto panko chicken with Parmesan, garlic roasted potatoes, and broccoli. It's a fairly complicated recipe. It's going to take between 50 to 60 minutes. Here's the ingredients. I'm making double portion here, so you may notice that I'm using more ingredients compared to the list. I would say that the Mayonnaise, the broccoli, and obviously the Parmesan cheese and the salt is up to your discretion. It can be a little less. That also works. First, start with the potatoes. Let's halve the potatoes lengthwise, and then we place them on the prepared baking sheet and toss with a little bit of olive oil, some of the garlic salt. Reserve the remaining garlic salt for the broccoli, and a pinch of pepper. So we need to massage the oil and seasoning into the potatoes, or you can use the spray like I'm doing here. Spread this into a single layer, the cut side down on one side of the sheet, and roast in hot oven about 10 minutes. And while potatoes roast, we can continue with preparing the other ingredients and bread the chicken. So first I place the panko on a clean plate, and then I'm going to dry the chicken, and because I just took them out from the freezer, I'm laying them down earlier so they can defrost and become softer, so then the flavor is easier to get in. And always dry the chicken, or in that case any meat. So we're getting ready to coat the chicken after they're dried. Now we need to coat both sides with the mayonnaise, and then we transfer them to the plate with the panko, and then keep flipping them until they're evenly coated. Also press them gently with the panko, so then the panko can stick to the breast better. Next up, we need to break the broccoli into kind of smaller bite-sized pieces. I like to just use my hand to break them, and then spray with olive oil, some garlic salt, and then a pinch of pepper, and then mix them well. So carefully remove the potatoes from the oven after the 10 minutes bake, and we place the broccoli on the empty half of the sheet. Be careful, the sheet is kind of hot. Ideally, the broccoli is a single layer, but it's okay to overlap a little bit. I overlapped and it worked. So roast again until the potatoes and the broccoli are tender for about 14 to 16 minutes. So now we're getting ready to cook the chicken. Obviously heat up the pan and then add some olive oil. Add the chicken breast to the hot pan and cook until they're browned. I'm using 2 pans here, so it's easier to cook two for each. And about, I would say 3 to 4 minutes per side. So after the chicken is done, remove them from the burner and put them with a foil. Wrap them, basically just to keep them warm, and get ready to make the sauce. So now we're making the sauce. Heat up the pan, add some olive oil, and then we start off cooking the white portion of the green onions for about a minute. Once it starts to smell good, add the cream cheese, the pesto, the green portion of the green onions, and a 1/4 cup of the water, and then bring to a simmer. Be careful, use the lid here in case the water splashes with the hot oil. So once the sauce is ready, we're getting ready to finish and assemble the dish. Put the chicken, however you want to separate them, into each plate. Then divide the broccoli and the potatoes into equal portion, or whichever portion that you prefer. And then finally top the chicken with the nice, very tasty sauce that we just made. And then you can finish up with some Parmesan. Bon appetit. Last but not least, recipe courtesy of Home Chef. This is the pesto panko chicken.